requisite legal backing after the three-judge bench dismissed the levy as unconstitutional. The three-judge bench, comprising of Justice David Majanja, Lawrence Mugambi and Christine Meoli, also ruled that the collection of the housing levy only from salaried Kenyans is discriminatory. On their part, the Kenya Kwanza administration maintains that the levy is an avenue for job creation for the youth. Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, on the other hand, hailed the decision in the wake of what he termed as a sigh of relief for many Kenyans following the increased cost of living. The court has since issued stay orders on the housing levy until January 2024.
Wengine wanaleta economic stimulus, sio kufanyia wananchi madharau na dhuluma ya kuongeza ushuru. Tukajaribu kueleza, hawakusikia. Leo hii nashukuru mahakama kuu, the next court in line, our appeal court judges, wamekubaliana na msimamo wa azimio la Umoja wa Kenya, wakatupilia mbali ushuru wa inaitwa housing tax.
People have gone to court to try to suspend the housing levy and to sabotage the housing program. Much as we respect the independence of the judiciary, I want to request our judges to exercise judicial discretion and not sabotage that program.
My plan is that by 2027, you will have 500,000 people working. That is the plan. I know the court have said we should go and readjust the law to make it aligned appropriately. That we are going to do, so that the 120,000 people can become 200,000 and can become 500,000 in the next 5 years.
Now to the sad news, and the death toll from the raging floods has now hit 120. The government says Tana River, Wajir, Garissa and Mandera counties are the worst hit, while Isiolo, Kwale, Homa Bay, Makueni, Tharaka Nithi, Lamu, Taita Taveta, Meru and Kisumu counties are on high alert. 89,000 households have been displaced and are being hosted in 112 camps in affected counties. And as Martin Mwangi now reports, an El Nino Emergency and Disaster Response Command Center has been set up at Nyayo House.
Heavy rains continue to pound various parts of the country where deaths, displacement and destruction have been recorded. The death toll continues to rise.
From October to date, 120 people have unfortunately died and their families have been duly informed. 9 bodies were retrieved from Mombasa, while 4 were retrieved from Lake Victoria. 4 counties, Tana River, Garissa, Wajir and Mandera, have been identified as the hardest hit. 9 other counties, Isiolo, Kwale, Homa Bay, Makueni, Tharaka Nithi, Lamu, Taita Taveta, Meru and Kisumu have been put on high alert, while 89,000 families have been displaced and are currently being hosted in 112 camps. Through our search and rescue efforts, over 2,000 people have been assisted and are undergoing medical checkups at the camps that have been set up. The government has similarly distributed food, water and non-food items to a number of counties, including Busia, Marsabit, Isiolo, Mandera, Garissa, Tana River, Lamu, Kitui, Kwale and Mombasa.
The government says it's carrying out an assessment to determine the cost of damage caused on some roads in order to make plans for restoration.
I want to put all our drivers on notice that should we find you, even after you've crossed the dangerously flooded river, we will still carry out punishment in terms of cancellation of the licenses, and you can also be charged for attempted suicide.
All major dams are being monitored, with Kiambere Dam at the risk of overflowing. An Emergency and Disaster Response Command Center has been established at Nyayo House to give early warnings, mobilize capacity for response, and liaise with county governments. Several people have lost their lives while trying to cross rivers. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is blaming Kenyans for negligence and has called on Kenyans to exercise caution.
37 of them is by drowning, not floods getting you to your house. by you going to where the floods are and daring nature. Kenyans are crossing rivers when they can see the waters are menacing and they are rough. And they still insist that they are in a hurry to go somewhere, and they never reach there.
The government says additional support has been sought from World Food Programme and Red Cross. Martin Mwangi, NTV.
Azimio leader Raila Odinga